Hello, Amy White from Worthy Written Words here. Today we are going to be in our Old Testament in Genesis chapter 1, 27. Now, because the beginning of the Old Testament is going to be raised up high off of your table, I am putting another Old Testament underneath it to be able to work on this surface. And I am using clear gesso, and I'm going to put a coat over the entire page using the foam brush, and I'm going to put some scrap paper behind there just to protect the other pages underneath it. And I'm holding my page down using like a binder clip. You can find these at craft stores. It's just to kind of keep it in place so it doesn't want to close on its own, since it's at an awkward place in the book. So after this first coat of gesso is applied, now keep in mind you don't want to do this super thick because the brush strokes will show through and it'll be clumpy. So just do one thin coat of gesso, and then we're going to attach the napkin to the footnotes of this piece. First, you want to make sure it's down to 1 ply. Depending on how it's packaged, it might already be down to 1 ply, but if not, you want to take off all the extra layers and just have it down to the base 1 ply layer. And then we're going to be cutting it out, and I just cut a rectangle at the end around the hands to make it fit in the footnotes, so it covers up all the footnotes. So you can cut out however much or however little as you want. You can see here I just kind of gauge by putting it on where it's going to go, and then I fold it over, and then that's where I cut it. But also, when I put this on my page, I put it on the very edge of the margin going over. So here it shows me having it more centered, but I actually put it all the way to the left-hand side of the page. And something that I'm not showing you in this video is after you have it down where you want it, you're going to apply another coat of clear gesso on top of the napkin to seal it into place. So make sure when you do apply your napkin that the gesso underneath is still wet. If it's already dried, then you'll need to apply another coat underneath where the napkin goes, and then apply a coat on top of where the napkin is and let it all dry. After cutting off any excess napkin hanging off your page, I'm going to apply some crackle paste on top of the napkin and around the page. I go all the way up to where the hands are. I don't go on top of the hands themselves, but this is to try and make it a little bit more blended of a transition between the napkin and the page itself. So you'll see me go all over the canvas part of the napkin, and then around the edges of the napkin, and then around some of the page as well throughout this kit. And this is going to dry with a crackle texture to it. The more you apply, the bigger the cracks will be, the thinner it is, the more fine the cracks will be. And I don't know if using a heated tool to make this dry faster affects it, makes it harder to see the cracks or not. I tried it both ways and I couldn't really tell. So you can choose to let it air dry or use the heated tool. Once it's all dry, I'm going to put this sticker on top of the canvas. And now I'm going to put the easel sticker right above that. And then I cut out a photo of me, I think it's 1.5 inches wide, to fit in the easel. And and I put some photo splits behind that to attach it. You could also use a glue stick. And then I put the "You are literally his masterpiece" above that. Somehow I managed to miss filming me adding the paintbrush stickers to the bottom right corner of my footnotes, as well as the corner of my easel. I apologize for that. Sometimes I think it's recording and it's not. So after you do that, I am taking my watercolor sticker and putting it on my blank white tab, along with a blue paintbrush along the bottom. You can add more stickers or less depending on your taste. I always like to try and give you some other options besides just what I do. And then when you have it the way you want it, you can cut off any excess hanging off the back side of the tab with a pair of scissors. Now I'm going to add a little bit of the Crackle paste to the corner of the tab, just in that empty white space. And then I'm going to add some to the top part of my page as well, the top margin. Now you're going to add the "His Masterpiece" stickers to your tab. Yours are going to look better than what you see in the video here. I originally did it clear and then decided you couldn't see the words well enough, so I went back and added a border and made them so that you can see them better. So you'll add the "His Masterpiece" stickers to your tab, and then you're going to attach the tab to the top of your margin. I use double-sided sticky tape. You could use photo splits, whatever you want to do. Now, heating up a hot glue gun, I'm going to attach the gold paper clip to this white piece of felt with some hot glue in between, and I'm going to put that on the back side of these angels, and then when that's dry I can attach that to my page at the top as a page topper. Now I'm going to be highlighting the verse using a blue mild liner marker, and that's just in a pack that I have from Amazon. And that is going to be the end of this kit. I hope you guys liked it. Be sure to subscribe so you can stay up to date on all of the videos that get released, and check the video description for any product links. And we will see you guys next time. Bye.